This video is brought to you by Loot Crate, a monthly subscription service, or just 1 month if you want to try it out, where you get sent some awesome geeky things to you. This month is Lord of the Rings theme, but includes Marvel, Zelda, and Dark Crystal items. But they also have gamer boxes, Star Trek boxes, Marvel boxes, and also lootwear like socks, underwear, and so on. Even if you don't care about those things, support my drinking by using my special link down below and purchasing a fun box of mystery items. I'd like to say that you doing so helps the channel, but again, I'm using the revenue for alcohol and perhaps moderately priced hookers. Maybe the more expensive ones if enough people use the link to buy a Loot Crate. I don't know. This is your Game of Thrones news update, where I share with you what I consider to be the most important Game of Thrones news from about the past 7 days. Warning, there are spoilers for the final season of Game of Thrones in this video. First off, Sean Bean finally answered what we've been discussing for years. What was Ned muttering right before his head was cut off? Turns out, Ned was just saying a generic prayer. In an interview, Sean Bean said, "I couldn't be too specific because I don't know if religion like that was around in those days, whatever they were. I just thought, what would you do if this were really gonna happen? You probably would pray. You probably would mummer some words and you'd keep it quiet. You'd keep it to yourself." So there you go, mystery solved. Sean Bean is a liar, Ned Stark is really a faceless man, and warged into the executioner right before he died. Next, the set I talked about that's actually next to the Castle Black set that has a huge green screen has actually been populated by what looks like Unsullied. This set is likely for a northern location and sees a battle between Dany's forces and the others to try to defeat them or hold them back. It could also be used for more battles around or at Winterfell. So we're going to see the Unsullied fight in the snow and probably the Dothraki too. I hope one of two things. Either one, they all keep the same armor on and they're fighting in the snow and no one says anything and they do just fine and they're never shown being cold or anything because, you know, they're badass soldiers. Or they get an upgrade and all of a sudden their bodies are covered in new armor, but it's never addressed. Like how they got the armor, who brought it in, how they learned to move around in it. It's just fucking magically there, one episode. Anyways, on the topic of green screens, that massive King's Landing set I've been talking about for months now is also getting a giant green screen built next to it. So they built the set so it could be destroyed in a huge battle, but it also makes sense to use green screen for some of it. The breach gate they are covering up is almost done as well. Given how big the King's Landing set they built is, the breach gate they're covering, and now the green screen, this battle is going to be on Battle of the Bastards level, in my opinion. I'm still going crazy trying to figure out if we're looking at Dany attacking King's Landing or the Night King. I'd love for it to be Dany if Cersei betrays her and she kicks down her door as a "guess who's back, bitch" sort of way. And you're a dirty fucking liar news, Missandei's actress said that despite only having 6 episodes in the final season, it won't seem rushed at all. You know, like the last couple seasons haven't seemed rushed despite having 10 episodes. In an interview, she said, "It definitely will not be a rushed conclusion. They've taken the exact number of hours to tell the story they want to tell, and it will be brilliant. The showrunners will never leave the fans unsatisfied. They won't leave the fans left short. It will go over and above the fans' expectations, as they do every season." In other news, we have a Northern Sentry played by Frank Blake, who will appear in multiple episodes. Likely he spots the others coming and has a leading role in trying to keep Winterfell safe. Or perhaps he holds the gate, but in the end dies after we get attached to him for an episode or 2. In George news, he's still alive, and with that, I guess, moderate to low hope. That's your Game of Thrones news now. Go buy a Loot Crate at least for 1 month so I can afford the brand of tequila I like.